Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan. My name is Liaquat Zaman. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This is the Diwan of Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu anhu. If you guys are not familiar with my videos, my YouTube channel, check it out. Roots of Knowledge is the channel, and I make videos to help you guys learn more about Islam, learn about the Quran, Arabic language. So you can check out, inshallah, leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe button, and also check out my website. It's called uruk.com, and on there I make videos, courses for you guys, inshallah. So let's start with this then. He says, لَإِنْ سَاءَنِي دَهْرٌ لَقَدْ سَرَّنِي دَهْرُ وَإِنْ مَسَّنِي عُسْرٌ فَقَدْ مَسَّنِي يُسْرُ لِكُلٍّ مِّنَ الْأَيَّامِ عِنْدِي عَادَةٌ فَإِنْ سَاءَنِي صَبْرٌ وَإِنْ سَرَّنِي شُكْرٌ. لَإِنْ سَاءَنِي. So لَإِنْ, indeed, if upsets me dahrun, time, laqad sa'ani dahrun, then indeed time has made me happy. Wa in, and if massani, touched me, usrun, difficulty, faqad, then indeed massani yusrun, ease, also touched me. لِكُلٍّ مِّنَ الْأَيَّامِ, for every single one of the days. عندي, with me, is an عادة, is a habit. فإن ساءني صبر, and so if it upsets me, then I do sabr. وإن ساءني وإن سرني, and if it makes me happy, شكر, then I do shukr. Right. So لئن, now this لئن in the Arabic language is made of lam, and this lam is what we call lam ta'keed, which also comes with the meaning of swearing an oath as well. Right, so la'in can be translated as wallahi. So la'in, in is harf shart, which means if. So la means wallahi, by Allah, if sa'a yasu'u. Right, so this word has come many times before. If you know a poem that we have covered before where this word is used, put it in the comments below. So sa'a yasu'u, right, it means something which a person dislikes. So for example, let's say for instance, it's raining outside and I wanted to go for a jog. I would say the weather sa'ani. The weather upset me. The weather made me feel sad. Right? So, sa'a yasu'u, la'in sa'ani dahrun. Dahr is another word for time. Waqt. Right? So, if time, sa'ani, upset me, made me feel bad, laqad, then this lam again, laqad, wallahi, laqad, qad means indeed, sarra yasurru, which means to make happy. Right? So, for example, if I say, I went outside and the weather was perfect, the sun was out, and I say, Sarrani al-jaw, the weather made me happy. So, Sarrani dahru. Right, so, dahr over here means time. Now, notice, a balagha point here. So, dahr is nakira. Dahr is nakira. So, this would be then translated as certain time, a specific time. So, wallahi, if a certain time upset me, then wallahi, indeed, a certain time made me happy. Meaning, what Sayyidina Ali wants to say is that depending on the situation that you are in, sometimes something might upset you. Times, things that are going on, the Arabs describe incidents as times. So like if you had a car accident, they would say the times are really tough. If you had, I don't know, you got married or you had children, you would say times are really good. So they attribute things to times quite a lot. And in the Quran as well, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions about the mushriks, one of their beliefs was مَا يُهْلِكُنَا إِلَّا الدَّهْرِ. The only thing that will destroy us is dahr, is time. As in, there's no such thing as God, or there's no such thing as this or that. And that's why people who disbelieve in God used to be called Dahariya. An atheist would be called Dahariya, because they attribute everything to time. Although here, of course, Sayyidina Ali does not mean that, but this is just something which the Arabs say. Right? So, لَإِنْ سَاءَنِي دَهْرٌ, if time makes me sad or upsets me, then indeed time has also on other occasions made me happy. وَإِنْ مَسَّنِي عُسْرٌ. So مَسَّ يَمُسُّ means to touch. The Arabs use this word in a metaphorical way. Right? So they will say, the adhab touched him. مَسَّهُ النَّارِ. مَسَّهُ النَّارِ. Fire touched him. Right? لَيَمَسَّنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا عَذَابٌ. Adhab will touch them. Right? So you can imagine if adhab touches someone, then what do you think their situation would be if the adha was to engulf them? Right, so massa, it means to touch. And this idea of touching and tasting, Arabs use this very, very commonly. Right? So touching, the times, the good times touched him, meaning he had a very good experience. Right? He tasted good times. إن مسني عسر عسر إن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا. So if you know where this word is used besides this verse that I have quoted, put it in the comments as well. In massani usrun, if difficulty touches me, faqad massani yusrun. Yeah, ease has touched me as well. So yusr is the opposite of usr. And like I said, the word massa comes in the Quran many times. So you try to find massa in the Quran, usr and yusr in the Quran. Let's see what you guys can discover. So if difficult times touch me, then I also have to remember ease also touched me as well. I went through difficult times and ease. لِكُلٍّ مِّنَ الْأَيَّامِ عِنْدِي عَادَةٌ لِكُلٍّ مِّنَ الْأَيَّامِ. For every from the days. Yeah, so for every day of the days. لِكُلٍّ. For every day of the days. عِنْدِي. So days here means events or things that happen. عِنْدِي with me is an عادة. Right, so is habit, meaning it's like almost like a pattern, you can say. As though life will throw at you things, but at the same time life will make you happy as well. So just like you go through difficulties in life, you will also go through ease in life. Right? So this is called an ad. Ada means in Arabic something that repeats itself time and time again. Right? So it becomes an adatun. Ada ya'udu. Right? Ada ya'udu. So many say it comes from this root letter, ada ya'udu, which means to return. Right? To return back. فَإِنْ سَاءَنِي صَبْرٌ. Now here is something missing over here. So this does not mean sabr upsets me. فَإِنْ سَاءَنِي صَبْرٌ. Now you can take it to mean فَإِنْ سَاءَنِي صَبْرٌ وَإِنْ سَرَّنِي شُكْرٌ. But then it doesn't really make sense. Let me tell you this. If I translate it like this and say, and this is just a little tip for those of you guys who learn the Arabic language, you have to try and figure out different ways of trying to translate something until you get the right answer. That's how you're going to become better at translating. Imagine you had a bunch of keys and you're trying to open a door. You try one and then you try another, and eventually you find the key that opens the door. And that's what you have to do in this case. So let's look at the wrong translation. If sabr upsets me and if shukr makes me happy. Well, if then where is the jaza? Where is the consequence of this? Not mentioned. Now, so the translation is this: in sa'ani, if it upsets me, then I do sabr. Sabrun. Now, normally you would have the word fa sabrun. In sa'ani, fa sabrun. Wa in sarrani, fa shukrun. Right? So that's normally you'd have a fa, but it seems as though here, just for the poem, the fa has been omitted. So in sa'ani, if it upsets me, then I do sabr. Then it's sabr. And if it makes me happy, meaning if the days, the events, the things that are happening in my life make me happy, then I do shukr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? So this is something very important, guys, for you guys to learn about the Arabic language, where you have something called mahdhufat. Mahdhufat means things that are omitted in the sentence. Right? So have a go at that, inshallah. Try to see how you can play around with these words. Very, very helpful when you understand what is missing, especially if you want to really perfect your translation of the Quran as well. Because in the Quran there's lots of places where mahdhufat exist. Now if you want to learn more about balagha, where I talk about these kind of things, then check out my courses on uruq.com. I've got courses there dedicated to balagha, 2 courses dedicated to balagha from the Quran. Okay, so now if you look at these sentences, لَإِنْ سَاءَنِي دَهْرٌ لَقَدْ سَرَّنِي دَهْرٌ. It's like parallel, isn't it? Right? So it's like parallel. In balagha we actually call this mutabaqa. سَاءَنِي دَهْرٌ لَقَدْ سَرَّنِي دَهْرٌ مَسَّنِي عُسْرٌ فَقَدْ مَسَّنِي يُسْرٌ. It's almost like a nursery rhyme, mutabaqa, where you have a symmetrical number of words on either side. And also you have sa'a, which is the opposite of sarra. Right? And dahar are jinas. So those of you guys who are studying balagha, then these are things you'll be familiar with. And usr and yusr are opposites, which are we call tibaq. لِكُلِّ مِنَ الْأَيَّامِ عِنْدِي عَادَةٌ. So again, لِكُلِّ min al-ayyam. Now sometimes the word kul normally comes as a mudaf, and then you have a mudaf ilayh after it. But sometimes the mudaf ilayh is removed, and so therefore you're left with just the word kul. So in the Quran is that كل كل كلا نمد هؤلاء وهؤلاء من عطاء ربك. Right, so the word كلا in the Quran comes quite a lot. Check it out. Put some in the comments as well. And over here as well, إن ساءني صبر وإن سرني شكر. Right, so the word ساء and سر, now you should know what these words mean. Right, so apply them in your Arabic, in your day-to-day Arabic. طيب يقول لئن ساءني دهر. يقول والله أقسم بالله إذا كان الدهر، إذا كانت المشاكل أو الأحوال التي أنا أمر بها تسوءني، يعني تحزنني، تجعلني حزينا، فلقد سرني دهر، فلقد جربت في غير هذه الأيام تجربة، يعني تجربة مفرحة، تجربة سارة، يعني جعلتني فرحان. فأنا أحيانا إذا أصبت بشيء حزنت عليه فقد لا أنسى أني قد أصبت ببعض الأشياء تسرني أيضا. وإن مسني عسر فقد مسني يسر، يعني إذا أصابني مشكلة، صعوبة، أحوال في الجسم والمال والأولاد والأهل، فقد مسني يسر، فقد جاءني يسر أيضا. نعم، أنا لا أنسى أن الله سبحانه وتعالى كما أنه يبتلينا بالعسر فقد يبتلينا باليسر. انظر إلى سيدنا أيوب عليه السلام، عندما أصابه الله سبحانه وتعالى ببلايا كثيرة جدا، وقال مسني الشيطان بنصب وعذاب، يعني الشيطان جاء إلي، يعني نسبه إلى شيطان احتراما لله سبحانه، أدبا مع الله سبحانه وتعالى. فيقول إن مسني عسر، إن أصابني عسر، مشكلة، فلا أنسى أنه قد أصبت بأمور جيدة، أمور مفرحة. لكل من الأيام عندي عادة، يعني لكل أحوال وأيام والأصابع والشهور والأمور التي تقع عندي عادة، أحيانا أصاب بشيء تسوءني وأحيانا أصاب بأشياء تسرني. فإن ساءني صبر، أنا إذا أصبت بشيء الآن عرفته، الآن هذه أصبحت سجيتي وأصبحت من خلقي، أنني إذا أصبت بشيء وهذا الشيء يسوءني يجعلني حزينا فأنا أصبر، أنا آخذ بالصبر. وإن سرني شكر، وإن سرني شيء وجعلني فرحان لا أتجاوز الحد في الفرح، بل أشكر الله سبحانه وتعالى على هذا. Beautiful poem by Sayyidina Ali sums up nicely how it's very important to look at perspectives in life, right? So to look at hardships, look at ease, but then try to understand how am I going to navigate through all of these. Otherwise, a person can end up in sadness and cause themselves to have depression. May Allah save us from all of that. Jazakumullah khair, guys, for watching this video. May Allah bless all of you guys. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And I will see you guys next time. Oh, by the way, thank you to my patrons. If you guys want to become patrons, you want to support my channel, please consider it. It means a lot to me, helps my channel to grow, and it's a sadaqah jariyah. Of course, you know, this work, we want this work to continue and want people around the world to benefit. But this can only happen when I do the effort of making the videos and you guys do the effort of supporting my work, inshallah ta'ala. So if you guys support my work, or if you guys know anyone out there that wants to support the work, please reach out. And details are on the description below and also on the screen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.